Today I'm going to be showing you how I made these Hocus Pocus earrings. They are just made with polymer clay. I have two tools I used. This one I just used to roll out my clay, and this one here is kind of nice as well. That one came from Dollar Tree. And then this is what my 3D printed mold looks like. I have this design on my shop and my website, as well as my Etsy shop, at least for right now. It'll always stay in my shop on my website. The Etsy one may get taken down. That's what it looks like. I tried some different ones. So originally I did a base here, but I don't recommend this because clay can get into it, and then it'll be hard to get the clay out. So this is my new design. Did a couple tweaking and trying out. This seemed to be the one that worked very well for me. So that's the one in my shop, and I have it for all three of the hair pieces. And as you can see, these are kind of glossy here compared to the clay. And that is because after I cut out my shapes and bake my clay, I use some UV resin, which uses this type of light to cure it. You can also, if you don't have one of these little lights, you can use the sun and it will cure. It'll just take a little bit longer. So to get started, you just need to roll out your clay here. You can also put two popsicle sticks on either side here, and that'll kind of tell your rolling pin here how far down to go and make it nice and even. For this little piece, I'm not going to use it, but it's a nice little trick. So see how this is a little bit thicker, this is a little bit thinner, just since I'm showing you how to do it. That's why I didn't use it, but the toothpicks are nice, so it's nice and even. So now that the clay is rolled out, again, I did it a little bit and did it then. I will take my mold here and just press it into it. And then the extra clay just kind of peels right off nicely. And as you can see, there's just a little bit of extra here. You can take this tool here and scrape off some of this extra if you want. You can also take your finger and it kind of wipes it away nicely, just with the finger too. So now that it's all nice and clean, I'm going to use my tool to make the hole for the earrings. And then, I don't know if you can see that, but it also kind of helps just pop it out. So there's our piece, and we have a little hole for a jewelry to go through. That will be for the O-ring. So here is a little hole for the O-ring. I did two O-rings between each hair piece, and then at the top I did one O-ring here and then the hook for the earring. So now I would go and make another piece of hair with my polymer clay, and then the other two hair pieces as well, and then I'll bake all of those together in my oven. I like to put them on a baking sheet and then lay a piece of parchment paper on that baking sheet just to protect the baking sheet, cookie sheet, so it's still safe to use because this isn't food grade. Usually I will put it in for 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Usually they say like 30 minutes for every 1/4 of an inch of thickness, but these are pretty thin, so usually like 10-15 minutes, since they're not very thick and they're pretty small, is enough. I would check on them so they do not burn, and then just let them cool. And when you take them out of the oven, They will harden a little bit more after they're taken out. And then that's when I applied my resin over it, and now they're very hard. Let the resin cure, which is just using that little light to put over it. Once it's not sticky anymore, it's hard. It has this nice sheen. It makes your pieces harder as well. So I recommend it. You could use it, go without it, and it'd just be a little bit less durable and not shiny. But that's up to you. And then I will show you how I applied the little clips. As you can see, I pulled my O-ring side to side instead of apart. That helps keep the integrity of the circle. And then when you close it, just grab both ends and pull them together left to right. I hope you found this little video helpful. You can find more information at my website, knfdesign.com. The mold that I use can be found on my Etsy shop and always on my website's shop, so make sure you look for those. And if you've ever thought about trying polymer clay, then now's the chance. This would be an easy first-timer project. Thanks, happy crafting! And if you liked it, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe. Thanks.